In this world, a person's rank, class, or level of power is the most important thing. It decides their worth, status, and influence. A powerful ruler, the Seven-Blade Emperor, created this system. It became the foundation of society, where everything depends on someone's tier. Even though the very first Blade Emperor, the original hero who saved humanity by defeating the Dark Spirit King, was incredibly powerful and respected, he still had to follow the tier system. Nobody, not even the greatest hero, could escape it. Solomon, the legendary first Blade Emperor who once saved humanity, eventually fell out of favor with the Empire. Under the absolute law that betrayal means execution, even he was condemned as a traitor. Die, Solomon family scum. This is what a slave deserves for disobeying his master. You really think you fools are capable of being someone's master? A few years ago, you two wouldn't even be worthy of shining my shoes. Grandson of the Blade Emperor and traitor, Solomon Quinn Solomon. I'll kill you, little twerp. That traitor's blood runs through your veins. It's a miracle the king allows you to live. Your family has fallen too far to save. You'll never be anything but a worthless slave. You know, I'm actually glad that animals like you are still around. It gives me a stark reminder of the nobility in my blood. Nobility? You? We are the ones who bear the true symbol of nobility, the divine seal. Not only are you the spawn of traitors, but you don't carry even the slightest trace of the power of the divine seal. Ha ha ha. If your grandfather Silas were alive today, he'd be ashamed and disgraced. Ha ha ha. The only thing trash like you is good for is taking a beating.
Hello. The deputy captain said that today's training is about to begin. Slave girl Pippi.
We're not finished here.
Quinn, are you all right?
These little scratches and bruises, they're no big deal.
I'm sorry. They were only beating you because you took the blame for the plate I broke.
Nonsense. It's my duty to look out for the younger kids like you. Besides, it wasn't your fault. Those guys are always looking for an excuse to make us suffer. In any case, you should probably steer clear of them for a few days.
Okay. You really are brave, Quinn, to stand up to bullies despite how physically weak you are.
Did you mean that as a compliment?
Of course I did. It's just that you don't seem as tough and worn down as the other slaves.
The more you say, the worse it gets. What are you two doing in there? Get back to work. Limestone City Combat Training Ground, don't quit now. You are Limestone City's strongest guard. We must sculpt your mental fortitude. Forced into slavery. I can't believe it's been 5 years already. My family.
Quinn, take your sister and run.
My mom and dad, my little sister Lilac. And it's all my grandfather's fault. If he hadn't betrayed the Empire. Either way, I will never forgive those men for what they did. Who said you could take a break? Keep washing those swords. What terrible luck. Why did they have to send me the useless grandson of that traitor? Damn. For now, I just need to escape this miserable life.
Quinn, can I help? You always seem so dissatisfied.
Pippi, no one should be born into a life of slavery. When I finally gain enough power to bear the divine seal, they won't dare treat me this way.
Huh? I didn't know you could develop the divine seal later in life.
After the Solomon family fell from grace, I was captured and imprisoned by those who wished to learn the first Blade Emperor's secrets. They drew blood and ran cruel experiments on me every day. They also implanted dark demon cells into my body in an attempt to stimulate my full potential. As long as this dose is sufficient. Not enough stimulation yet, but there's no other way. They grew impatient, believing that I simply did not have the power to awaken the divine seal. That's when they sold me to the Limestone City slave trade, but I can still feel it. I know that I can awaken the divine seal, if only my body can receive enough stimulation. That's why I must never waste an opportunity.
Is that really the best way?
Hey, didn't we send you to work in the kitchen? What are you doing out here? Let her go!
But please let go of me, Master Frank.
Hey, you'll have to beg harder than that, little slave girl. Manipulating other slaves into doing your work? The city lord will not be pleased. Scum, let her go. Pippi, look out. Take a good look, kid. This is the innate power of a divine seal warrior. Jealous, aren't you? Time to teach you a lesson. Ah! Ha 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 ha! My streamlined palm technique gives me complete control over the trajectory of this sword. You think I'll allow you to dodge my attack? What do you think you're doing? Why aren't you in training? Deputy Captain of the Iron Shadow Guard's second-tier Divine Seal Warrior, Philippe Caldera. Deputy Captain. This slave attacked us with a sword out of nowhere. I had to use a Divine Seal technique just to put him back in his place. You were clearly trying to kill the boy. You never expected him to dodge your technique, huh? No. Solomon. Quinn Solomon. You dare make a fool of me by dodging my attack? You're dead meat. I have struck your prior wound on purpose, and still you do not cry out in pain? Tough little slave, aren't you? It's a pity the rumors are true, not the slightest trace of the divine seal on you.
Quinn?
Your father, Simon Solomon, was the leader of our empire's 5 great sages of alchemy. Your mother, Elena Solomon, was an accomplished psychic energy prodigy in her own right, and your grandfather, the first Blade Emperor himself, Silas Solomon. The Solomon family died along with him when he was executed for his betrayal of our empire. All that remains is you, a slave without so much as a trace of the divine seal. It is only by the grace of the king that you are even allowed to live. Why must you insist on causing trouble? You think you're so great, powerful, important, since you clearly don't know how to act like a good slave. How about I make an example out of your little friend? Hey, let go of her. As a slave, you are no longer human. You are merely a tool. At the utter mercy of your master, keep your eyes open and watch what happens. Perhaps now you will learn your place.
It hurts.
Bastards, let me go. In this world, Tyr is considered above all else. How much longer do you think her little heart will beat after I pull it from her chest? You animals, I said, let me go. Huh? I ripped out his hair? Since you insist on being so stubborn. The pain. Even the feeling of pain fades. Am I dying? Yes, my child. It appears your time has finally come. Is my divine seal awakening? So, the trigger I needed all along was death? What's the point? Wait, this isn't the divine seal. It's the darkness? No. The dark demon is the ultimate enemy of humankind. I'm afraid you've already been chosen. It's rare that I find a human capable of symbiosis. I have awaited such an opportunity for centuries. I can't. In celebration of our new symbiosis, I have a small present for you. So am I dying or not? What's happening to me? How is this twerp still standing? Well, you won't be for much longer. Bloodline remembrance is a skill that will allow you to inherit the lost abilities of your ancestors. The strength of these blood relatives will determine just how strong you become. Bloodline remembrance.